Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. The show brings you game one of a huge four-game weekend set. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. Alongside Chris. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Kris Bubic.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed one run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Just about ready to roll, Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
First pitch, 640.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Munetaka Murakami. Murakami in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man at second. Murakami went deep in his most recent game. And he chases that one below the zone. Got it. Now 2-1. And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Back outside.
In the air, left side. Collins on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Sean Burke. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He touched the ninth inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. One up, one down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
The shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
In the air to left center. Hill in position. And there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 9.
At the plate, Vinny Pasquantino. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swings here and blasts one left field, carrying well. And it is out of here. A A shot to the opposite field. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Royals strike first on this solo homer. Back here in Kansas City, top of the second, Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Interesting sequence right there for the 3-pitch punch out. Kept everything away, so it was all pretty much coming out of the same tunnel, but that was a great job of using the changeup to upset the timing and get him out front after coming at him with hard stuff with the first 2 pitches of the at-bat.
And that's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And there it is. He continues his hot swinging.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Corey Lee. High fly ball, right field. He's got it. Both runners tagging. And now a wide throw to third.
Batting 9. The left.
Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely they'll score 2.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that is that. A couple of hits in the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Kyle Isbell.
Center fielder, number 28. Kyle Isbell.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent.
Sosa, they take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Batting 7. The second baseman.
1-out man at first. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Runner takes off, swinging a ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Hey!
Pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, his second of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and gone!
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Montgomery in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. And the hits just keep on coming. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way. And it's gone. A 2-run blast. Their third home run of the inning. And they add to their lead. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. And the 0-2.
Ball one.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Up next is Chicago.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are in, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
That's to third, over to first, and pitch and one out. So now, with one away and a man at second. Now at the plate, Corey Lee. He's 0 for 1. And a big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 38, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Kolek also throwing. Hard liner. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. They have the long ball. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, number 1, Isaac Collins.
Burke back to work. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down. Here's Bobby Witt
The
Jr.
batter, number 7.
Fly to left his first time.
Bobby Witt
That
Jr.
misses.
Oh, that's low.
And that is ball 1. Witt with another scorching run of play lately. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field. And as a player, you have to block out the noise when you're in trade rumors. I don't care if you want.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Garcia, batting with one down, takes a strike. In the air, right field. Hayes under it. And there's two down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Great effort, but no throw. That's an infield single. Runner at first with two away. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Foul ball there. Lined into right. And that is that. Two-run shot for the Royals this inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. New inning getting started.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that you can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and he breaks his bat. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Vargas in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. The 0-1. That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup. The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
The right fielder, Cameron Meisner.
That one fouled off. Outside
nope,
low.
that's a ball.
And that's ball one.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded, but no chance. That's an infield single. One down. And next up for the Royals, Carter Jensen. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. Royals leave one. They're still down 5-3. Back here in Kansas City, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. That one 95 to finish him off. And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Grounds one to short. Throws to first in time. In the air, left field. Collins has a beat on it. And that is that. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Going. Gone.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the home. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base. Now will be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia. Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead.
Line drive, brings it in, runners tag up from second and third. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a time ball game.
What a time to miss the cutoff move. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
The 0-1. Chopped to the ground. And that one handled. Fires to first in time. Go-ahead run on base. Michael Massey now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. They limit the damage here. it's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, number 38. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Coming in hot, and we've seen more of the same in the box today. He brings a real confidence to this offense.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Bullpen action for the Royals. John Schreiber getting loose out there. Estevez warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Catcher has it, fires to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next to the White Sox, the catcher, Corey Lee.
0-1.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Glove flip to second, to first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Hill at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 6th inning. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Fly ball down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find the hole and get you a knock.
So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
That's ripped into the outfield. Down the line, and it's foul. Sliced hard, but foul. Stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. This is smacked left field line. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. New pitcher now, Mike Vasil.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Way out front for strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And now it's Austin Hayes. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Isbell drifts towards it. That's out number 2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that is that. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 7th, Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals.
Nope.
Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hey. Ball, that's
Vassell,
down.
the tall righty, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. Ground ball left side could be 2. They get the force as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the shirt out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
Massey stands in now and watches strike 1. That one to first. Murakami over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. A new arm into the game, the righty, John Schreiber. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Ripped on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
That's out to center field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Montgomery on his horse around third. And now they trail by 1.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Really important at bat coming up now.
attempting to the plate. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A two-run homer, and they grab the lead in the eighth. Carlos Estevez will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here. This is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now a chance for Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Erceg preparing to come on if needed. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Lee now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Foul ball. Estevez, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a double.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Man at second. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Man on second, two down. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Cameron Meisner steps in for the Royals.
Yeah. This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied.
At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner. But he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Slinging it to first in time. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. That catches the outside corner. 0-1. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it, and so they end up with some speed on at first. Runner on the go. Pitch misses hit. Go to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Ball two.
Outside low, 2-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
To third, Sosa. Fires across the diamond, and we stay tied as the inning ends. But this clutch home run gets us back here in Kansas City. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
And Boog, it's been a fun time in the right field bleachers with all those balls heading out that direction. Seems like a good day to be a lefty slugger.
Wow, that one's over the party porch and just shy of the bounds. A home run. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. He swings and fouls one off. 1-run game here at the top of the 9th. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Tap foul to play. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Now, make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well-executed pitch on the outside.
Lucas Erceg taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Lenny Sosa. So now 1 and 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short. And that is that. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Michael Garcia. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Grant Taylor.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And he'll one. Right through for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1-run game, bottom 9. Pulled out on strikes. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Royals, the center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbel.
That one is absolutely belted. And he hops over the wall for an automatic double. Substitution now at second base. On the run for the Royals. Dairon Blanco. They want his wheels out there after the 1-out double. The 1-0. Just missed.
Outside.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second, and now it's even up. Got him swinging for the K. Royals down to their final out. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey trying to deliver as the hero. Fastball for a strike.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Man at second. In the air, right field. Hayes moving under this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one.